So the idea, if we go back to our idea that we started with, we can solve things if we have something squared equals a number, right? That makes life easy. And we had questions so far where there was just an x, but these ones have like a half in front and a -5 in front, which makes it a little bit not quite the way that we had it before. Well, if I don't want that half in front, I could do something mathematically to get rid of it. If I don't want the -5 in front, I could do something to get rid of it. That's what I have in these steps here. So our solve by square rooting, which is also called completing the square for equation solving. We want the equation to look like this. Just a 1x squared. And then there's some number in front of the x equals some number. I added the spaces early already because we had to do that before. It might have fractions. That's not bad. Okay. If you have that, then you can complete the square and square root to solve. So, let's look at part A. I have the half x squared. I just want a 1x squared. I'm going to multiply everything in this one by 2. Take that whole equation and double it. Does that get rid of my half? Yes. What will that do to my 3? It'll make it 6. What will that do to my -9/2? It'll make it -18/2 or just -9. Okay, well then I can move the 9 over, because now my x squared plus 6x, that 6x is giving you a hint. Some of you have probably even figured out the quick way to find out what the hint is, but I told you I was not going to tell you. What do you think it's going to be? 3. And if there's a 3 there, there needed to be a number here. What number would have to be there if I have x plus 3 squared? Plus 9. But if I add 9 there, I would also have to plus 9 on the other side, giving me 18 on that side. And now I can square root both sides. Don't forget the plus or minus. Move the 3 over. That's what the answer says at the bottom. Can we simplify this one? Yes. -3 plus or minus 3 root 2, because there's a 9 you could pull out. So if you have numbers in front of the x squared, you can just get rid of them, is basically the strategy, by either multiplying or dividing. So in part B, I have a -5 out in front. How could I possibly get rid of that -5? Divide everything by -5. If I divide it by -5, I will just get x squared. What happens to the -10 if I divide by -5?
2x.
Plus 2x. And what happens to the 2 if I divide it by -5? I get a fraction, which is okay. Now, I want, right? If I remember that this is what I want, I would have my x squared plus 2x on one side. I'm going to move my 2/5 to the other side. And I want something squared. The 2 is the hint. It's going to be plus 1. So if there's a plus 1 there, I needed something there though. Plus 1. Because 1 times 1 is 1. So I would also need a plus 1 over there. How do you add fractions? You need a common denominator. Are you okay to imagine that 1 is 5/5? And then 2/5 plus 5/5 will equal 7/5. And now we can square root both sides. Plus or minus the square root. of 7 over 5. And the textbook, I think, left it like this, right? But we would lose marks because this is technically the square root of 7 over the square root of 5. Are we allowed to have square roots on the bottom? No. Oh, man. We have to rationalize. How do we do that? This technique number 1 is to raise your hands and shake them like this, and then grab your forehead and sigh. Then, after going through that, we just need to multiply top and bottom by square root of 5. And our answer should be minus 1 plus or minus square root of 35 over 5. Technically, this still wouldn't be simplified because they would like it to be a single fraction. So you change your 1 to 5 over 5, and this would be the best answer. Minus 5 plus or minus the square root of 35 all over 5 is a single fraction. That is the happiest answer. By the time we get through all of our units, that will be the expectation, to write it simplified like that. A single fraction, no square roots on the bottom. 10 and 11.
Fries in the bag.
You're losing too much.
This is good, eh? This is fun.
You're losing too much.